What's going on, guys? Aarava here, and welcome back to a brand new video today. And look what we have here on screen today. We have Motorsport Manager Mobile 2. Yes, you heard me correctly. Motorsport Manager Mobile 2. You guys know, or you should know if you've watched my Motorsport Manager series before, there was a mobile game originally. That's what this game started off as. Then they had the PC version that we've been playing for many months now at this point. And now they've got a brand new Motorsport Manager game coming out back for the mobile game, and it's literally going to wipe the floor with the original game. As you can clearly see already just by the graphics itself and the look of the game, they've really based off what the PC game was, and they've tried their best to really bring so many features over from the PC game to the mobile game. Obviously, the first mobile game that I originally started playing this game with on the channel was very basic compared to the PC, and it was a huge step up when we got the PC game last year in November. Well, this is a really cool experience. Like, for those of you who don't want to buy it on PC and you'd rather have it kind of as a portable game, you know, to play on, I don't know, like a commute to work, commute to school or whatever, this is literally going to be so perfect. It comes out on the 13th of July. It comes out on the 13th of July, so that's literally just in a couple of days. So huge thanks to the guys at Motorsport Manager, Play Sport Games, for giving me an early access copy of the game to check out for you guys. And it's going to come out on 13th of July. I believe it's going to cost $3.99, so not too bad for what you're going to get, which is pretty much a full-blown manager game. So without further ado, I'm not going to waffle on and talk about the features. I'm just going to show you it by playing the game, and let's get straight into it. So we're going to go for career mode. You can see very much like what the PC game was. You can choose from the 3 different tiers. You've got obviously what is effectively tier 1, F1, then you've got F2, and then you've got GP3. Obviously, for commercial reasons, they have to call it something else, but you get the drift. Right, so for the career mode on this game, we have to create our own team here. So we've got a few little presets that we can do, and we can customize. Obviously, for the team name, may as well go for aarava Motorsport. We need to go for aarava there, like that, how I do it on my YouTube name. aarava Motorsport. I think that's going to work out. Yep, return. Right, so in terms of the livery, well, what kind of presets do we have? We have, that's kind of a Mercedes vibe, I would say. That's a kind of odd combination. I'm liking the red. I've kind of done yellow enough with Archer in my PC series. We've also got different designs, actually. Fair enough. This is actually so much more detailed than it was ever in the first game. If you remember, it was basically just, I don't know, it was like some lines, basically, for the livery. So you can see they've kind of really tried quite hard to take as much as they can from the PC version, bring it over. I'm liking the red vibe. I think I want to customize it a little bit. Let's try and add just a bit more black here. So can we add black for that part, and then can we add it also to the trim here? Lovely. I'm liking the look of that. I'm liking the look of that. And then maybe turn this to a bit more white. And then we've got the, I'm just going to go through and show you each one. We've got style 11 all the way through to 10. So you got a Union Jack style there. We go through, nice few little geometric shapes. Then it gets a bit more kind of artsy, I guess you could say. And then the one that I think I'm going to go for, which is this main one. Right, so getting into it. So the only series we can choose is the European Racing Series. So as I said, that's the equivalent of what a GP3 series would be. Tier 3, as you can see. Tier 2 would be the Super Cup, so F2 basically, and then F1 obviously. So in the mobile game, unlike the PC one, you're basically forced to start from the bottom, it looks like. So you work your way up, which I think is kind of cool. Obviously, I did that for Archer in the PC series. We worked our way up, and it was a lot of fun because it took a while, bit of a grind, and you kind of get that whole sense of hero to zero to hero, not the other way around. I think that'd be kind of a bad game. Went from hero to zero. Zero to hero. So the rules in the championship are refueling's banned, tires available 3, double points for the final race, no. Safety car, both real and virtual. Spec parts are the engine and gearboxes only, so everything else we can design. And points for all the drivers, so you get points even if you come 21st, which may be a good thing because obviously we're creating a brand new team here, so it's probably going to be pretty damn bad as a car as a whole. Right, we're greeted with a bit of a kind of tutorial screen. Obviously, I know what I'm doing at this point. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but at least I'm a veteran. I've played many hours of this game in the PC version and the first mobile game, to be fair. So leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. That's a nice touch. That's a nice touch. Little Kimi Räikkönen in there. But yeah, here we are at the main screen. I'll talk you through the entire thing, so I won't just be playing one race just for the sake of playing one race. I'll kind of show you around in this first video because obviously it's all very new. Even though things may look a little bit familiar, we've never seen this on the mobile game. I'm playing this on my iPad, so it's a very different experience to the first mobile game. If you cast your minds back or even look back at some of the videos I did on that first mobile game, the step up is just insane from what they've got, and they've tried to bring as much of the PC game as they physically could in terms of, you know, you're going from a whole PC to an iPad or an iPhone. iPhone, so it's quite a big step. And I'm mentioning iPad and iPhone. I know there will be some Android users also maybe wondering if they can get this game. The game will be coming to Android early August, I believe, so you have to wait a little bit longer for it to come out on Android. But any iPhone users or iPad users or just Apple users, basically, you can wait for it for July 13th. But looking around here, well, let's have a look. Right, we've got the car. We can go to the... Okay, so this is where we do the part design. Right, okay, so that's part design. Obviously, engine and gearbox specs, so those are locked out. We can build a front wing, so we can build that at 0.65 million. We start off with 10 million, which is not too bad, but at the moment our cost for every single race on the top right, you can see, is just rounding down 700k, so fair bit we're losing every race. We can buy parts, so we can ooh, okay, that's a bit different, isn't it? That's not something that's on the PC version, actually. You can't really buy just parts that are already sort of made. So instead of building our own parts like in-house, if we don't feel like it, we can just buy parts. And these are our two drivers. We've got Redknapp and Finlay. So obviously Harry Redknapp's had enough with managing football, and he's come to drive an F3 car basically. But yeah, we can buy parts. So we can buy brakes, rear wing, 2 different rear wings, and suspension. Okay, fair enough. So it's like an aftermarket almost, like a little aftermarket for our race car. But in terms of our two drivers, their performances are, well, okay, Redknapp's a little bit better. In terms of their car, reliability is also a little bit better for Redknapp. I can't really tell too much, to be fair, from the chart where we stand on the grid at the moment, but we can also see, what on earth is this? Right, so we've got car bonuses then for each of our drivers. So if we've got aerodynamics, mechanical, and drivability. So we've got little dots that we can, I'm guessing, color in, basically, that we can get then rocket starts, fast race start, pit stop pro, so fast pit stop, super overtake, attacking mode, good qualifying, streamline, fuel efficiency in the race. Okay, so a lot of different bonuses you can get. So that will be basically, I don't know, well, that's the kind of rewarding you for actually doing well in the races. Your driver can get a little bit better. So that's an active way we can improve our driver. Of course, in the PC version, it's all on stats, basically, every race. So this is a bit more of a kind of neater way to improve your drivers or see the improvements your drivers are making. And then on the car, obviously, we can just look at each car here individually. Way more detailed than it ever was in the first game on mobile. You can see the front wing split into the performance and reliability, every little part. Obviously, the engine's locked off, but we should be able to improve the reliability of the engine, I'm guessing. But everything else, obviously, we can do. In terms of driver's opinion, he's apparently content, so he's content with probably what's going to be a pretty mediocre car at this point, I would suspect. But yeah, I was correct. It was like a aftermarket, basically, part marketplace. That's pretty damn cool. We need a quick part, find new parts to buy. Sweet. So in terms of our chassis stats, you can see now here, we've got tyre wear 20%, fuel efficiency 20%, so both poor. So yeah, we're probably going to get our arses handed to in the first race, to be fair to us. Let's look at our drivers here in terms of the actual stats specifically. We've got a 3-star and a 1-star, so yeah, we've got a pretty bad kind of split there. And our young driver program at the moment is locked, turning talent into champions. Choose 3 up-and-coming young drivers, watch them develop over the season, and have the opportunity to sign one of them as your test driver. Locked until pre-season. Okay, fair enough. We need to move on there. And then our engineers, just want to look around. Jerry Smith, we've got 2.5 stars. 2 stars for Tina Adams, and then Bob Russell with 1.5 stars. Okay, we've got little notifications here for the engineers, so it'll pop up basically with these little, you can see with the green circle numbers, those are basically like the notifications you have. So we've got 2 indicators for different engineers that we've got. So hire reject the candidates, we've got Dimok and Seddon. At the moment, I'm just going to leave it, to be honest, because we've got, I just want to get the first race out of the way and see what we got. We can also look at the driver market, so we got interested, so these are all the drivers that are apparently interested in driving for us, potentially. We've got some good drivers, actually. Will Hum there with age 20, 3 stars with the potential of 4. Oh, we got this. Is this a girl? I'm guessing Lara, Enrica Lara. I think that's a weird name. Lara, I'm just going to say Lara. Nearly 3 stars, age 19, and a potential of 4 and a bit stars. So that actually may be one to watch, Okay, contract negotiation. This is very cool. You can see on the left-hand side, we've got deal feedback, and so we've got this hand and from Lara's side coming through. So we're at the deal point. So we can basically see where we are in the negotiation process. You can see the kind of maybe back and forth haggling of what you want to do, basically. So new contract. Well, I'm not gonna. We'll go with equal status. Wage per race. I don't even know how much he really wants to be paid. I mean, we can go up in little bits here. We'll go for the lowest amount. And we'll see. Expires 2018. Let's go for that. Signing on fee. Well, that's quite a bit, to be honest, but, you know, let's see. Let's go ahead and propose. You know, it's all going to be fair, just to kind of show off the game. So, offer rejected, apparently. It's a good start, but I think we can do better. Renegotiate. So, apparently, you basically keep haggling your way through here. Okay, fair enough. So, what can we do better? Wage. Let's set that to a little bit higher. Let's put the signing on fee a little bit higher. Propose. How's that? Is that not... No, that's not anywhere near... You know what? I'm going to back out. We're going to annoy her, but we're going to back out. But thanks for wasting my time, jerk. Yeah, no problem. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of play around with that, just to kind of show you guys how that worked. So, because I just want to stick with my drivers, to be fair, because I just don't know how they'll perform, but that's how the negotiation goes. So it's actually, it looked like a little bit tougher, because you couldn't back out of it, like, straight away. You had to kind of keep on negotiating with them until, and then if you do want to back out, you basically just piss them off. Anyway, headquarters now. We've got this little development tree, which is always kind of cool. So if you click plus on each of these different trees, you get the different, what upgrade you'll be getting, basically, on the right-hand side. So we've got part development, ride handling center. For the drivers, we've got maneuvering classes, which is a little bit weird, and then financial public relations team. So that'll add one sponsor appeal, which is pretty good, to be fair. I think that's something that we could invest in. I mean, we spend 1 million, but we could get way more sponsors. So let's buy that upgrade, actually. Let's confirm that. Let's get that done straight away there. So we're down to 9 million now, but I think that's a good investment. Get the kettle on, lads. New HQ upgrade has started over at Aaron Motorsport. I like that. That's a nice touch. Right, sponsors. Let's have a look at those. So we've got 2 offers here. We've got Eve Technology and Carne. We've got a deal length of 4 to 5 races, upfront payment, pay per race. That's going to be 1 million, 1.4, basically, nearly 1.5 million there for the right-hand side. And then we've got, that'll be like 1.2. All right, so we're going to go with, well, technically they're the better sponsor quality, but we're going to get more money in the long run if we go with Carne. Right, upfront payment, thank you very much. And you can see the cost per race has gone down there. Some sponsor news emerging for Aaron Motorsport, thank you very much. New sponsor done. I'm liking those little animations. So right now we've got Luxina that expires in 1 race, Wanchai Industries that also expires in 1 race. So a good thing that we actually put them on the car. And you can see, look, it's actually, it's shown us where it's going to go on the car. So last time on the first mobile game, when you got sponsors, it really didn't affect much of your car. It didn't really, you know, change the look of the car, but now you can actually see where it goes. Right, so I think that's pretty much it. Let's look at the standing. Let's see who we're up against. We've got Dragon Race Team China, Eastwood, Firebird, Garuda, Octane, Predator, Sylvia, Vexala, Motorsport, and ZRT. Apparently, we've got the biggest prize money at the moment. So that's the prize money difference there in terms of if we stay in first place. And then obviously we haven't started the season yet, but let's get going. Let's get cracking then. Continue onwards. Let's move. We've got Mail here. Excited to see you. Thank you very much. Exciting first day for aarava as he takes the helm. Thank you very much. Moving on. Driver. Okay, so that was the news we got already. So let's move on then. We're going to move past into the next Sunday, non-race weekend, but we've got 2 new sponsors now. So maybe our upgrades are maybe already helping. I don't know. Actually, to be fair, that's a lie because our sponsor upgrade is going to take 2 races, I think. It doesn't take 2 weekends, it takes 2 races. Right, so we've got 4 race and 3 race long deals. Upfront payment is huge on the left-hand side. Then fixed per race, so that'll be 600k over 4 races. And that's going to be 900k over 3 races, but then we'll get the upfront payment, so no-brainer there. Sign that on, get a bit of money back. So we already basically made the money back for our first upgrade on the sponsor deal. Looking forward to having you. Awesome. Right, move on, home, continue on. So now is this going to be the first race, Tondela GP? Yes, it is. Right, here we go. Our first race here on this game. Right, sponsor objective. What are we going to choose? So we got a bonus of 14th or above or 9th or above. To be honest, I'm not confident. Let's go for 14th above. Let's play it nice and safe, and we'll get, hopefully, a little profit of 40k, which is absolutely balling. Absolutely balling. I could work on the car already and maybe buy some parts, but I just basically want to see how we do in the race, and then I'll kind of assess how much we need to kind of be spending basically in what area. So let's get into it. European Racing Series, the first race, Tondela, Portugal. We've done that many times in the PC one. On the actually, this would be quite interesting to see what the difference is, really, in terms of the AI and how difficult the game is compared to PC. Because on PC, Tondela was always a very difficult race. It was always quite a difficult one on tyre wear. And it was always interesting to see if we can actually climb up with an extra pit stop, pretty much, usually, compared to the AI. So we'll see how it goes. Right, qualifying. So there's no practice, clearly, for Tier 3. I think that was pretty much the same as it was in the PC game. So round 1 of 10, 14th or above, and we'll get a sponsor bonus of 175k. Right, let's get into it then. Qualifying. Right, this is all very different to what we had last time in the mobile game. Right, send them out, send them out. We're going to go send them out on set of soft tires, pretty much. Yeah, send them out, go. Setup-wise, we have to do, that's so annoying. We have to do setup mid-qualifying. Right, cornering speed, well, Tondela, I want some straight line speed at Tondela. Gear ratio, we'll go for acceleration. Estimate pit stop 26 seconds. Fine, that's fine. Send out. Right, send out for you, Finlay. I'm just going to go for neutral and acceleration. Let's see how that goes. Send out. Right, they're sending out. Let's speed this up and let's see how this goes. Right, so they're going out there and they'll set their out laps and we'll see how the setup goes, and also they'll set a time lap. There's only like 15 minutes left in this session. There's only 12 minutes left to run, so it's going to be a very quick and short qualifying session. And really, there's not going to be a long for me to find out if this setup's good or not, pretty much. So we may be screwed, we may be not. We don't know. Oh, at the moment, to be fair, we're on pole position with Redknapp, so he's gone and done the job there. So it looks like our setup with Redknapp was good. With Finlay, not so much. She's down in 18th place. Not good. Right, going to send Finlay out again. I've changed the setup basically to match what Redknapp's was. Redknapp's in the garage now. We're going to send him out. We've got some clean air coming up after Finlay, I would say. So let's send him out now. We're going to keep it on the same setup. There's no point changing it, I don't think. I think it worked out pretty damn well. So here we go. Send him out again. Let's see if we can keep pole position. At the moment, we've got it. We've got a provisional pole. Let's see. Oh, I can also see some... we've been knocked off pole. I can see some familiar names here. Claudia de Froist there in 4th place. So, some familiar names from the PC universe, I guess, of the game. And we've got pole again. Redknapp snaps it up by 0.24. Decent stuff. Meanwhile, Finlay, absolutely rubbish. She's down in 19th. So, we can clearly see the difference between a 3-star and a 1-star driver. Very, very clearly there. We're on pole with him, and we're not on pole with her. We're very much far and away. Can you let me out for another lap? There's no point, because we're already at the end of the session and you're just absolutely rubbish. Right, decent pole position for our first race. I mean, let's ignore the fact that the other driver is completely basically the opposite end of the grid. I mean, if she'd come last, at least I could have maybe said the line. We've got the two most important places on the grid, first and last. But, you know, she even ruined that. But, okay, pole position, decent. Great qualifying there. On towards the race. 14, I think we may be able to get 14th or above, not going to lie. Right, so there's the grid. We're going to start off on the soft tyres. Will there be anyone starting on yet? Outside the top 10, we got a few on the medium and hard tyres. We're probably going to... I don't know, I would say start on the softs, just get a jump on some of these guys. Obviously, points for every position, really, so in the end of it, we'll be getting points either way. Right, so for the setup for the race, we've got 17-lap race. We're filling up, there's no refueling, so the entire fuel tank is full. Race setup-wise, I'm going to stick with what we've got, because that worked out in qualifying well for us. So I think that's pretty much it. Number of corners, 13, medium. Time at full throttle, 49% low, apparently. So nice stats there, but let's move on. Right, we're going to the race straight away. We go to 5 red lights to the Portuguese Grand Prix from first place on the grid. Redknapp looks like he gets a pretty damn decent start there as he goes into turn 1. No, he's been jumped, though, to P2 momentarily, but now we're back into first place. Let's speed this up a little bit. Let's look at Finlay. Where is she? 13th place. Okay, see, she made a jump up of about, that's what, 7 places? So I think it was a very decent call for her to be on the soft tyres at the start of that Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Redknapp has been overtaken now. He's down to 2nd place once more. So we're chasing after first if we can. Let's slow this down now and let's see what we can do. Right, the tyres are 78% after 2 laps. Fuel is looking okay. We're +0, so that means we'll be on basically Finlay to go to the end. If we look at the strategy here, we click the strategy tab there, we can change the driving style from conserve, neutral, and attack, and engine mode, low, neutral, and overtake mode. Right, so for now, I'm going to continue on as is, because Redknapp does set the fast lap of the Grand Prix, so it doesn't need to push at the moment. With Finlay, we may as well push, so let's go for attack, and let's go for overtake mode, shall we? Let's move on there. Right, oh god. Right, I'm going to speed that up. I'm going to see how she does in at the moment, 11th place. Obviously, we are on attack mode, and you can see the attack mode will obviously bring down the fuel a little bit, so let's move that back to neutral, and we'll keep her attacking, though, because I think the tyre wear is going to be pretty big this race anyway, so I think there's not much point to conserve it too much. But now it's 45%, so I'd say maybe in like a lap's time, maybe 2 laps time, we come in for the pit stop with Finlay. Whereas with Redknapp in second place, still 51% tyre wear, still like bang on 0 on the fuel. I think he could probably go another like 2 laps, I would say. Whereas Finlay definitely got 1 more lap in her. Let's go overtake mode. Let's continue on. Let's pit at the end of this lap. So now the hard tyres will go 11 laps. We've gone for 5 laps, so if we go for, let's say she's going to be pretty poor on her tyre wear, and she could only go 11, that'll be around 16 laps. So we could just about maybe make it to the end of this race on hard tyres, so that's what I'm going to try. I'm going to try and take it all the way. Fuel-wise, refueling's banned, so not going to do anything there. Car condition, 58%. I think that's decent enough to not have to fix the car, so let's go for a pit stop at the end of this lap with her, and then with Redknapp, we'll continue on as we are right now. He's in second place. The gap pretty much looks like the same it was, 1.9. I think that gap was pretty much the same for the entire time. Right, let's look at this pit stop. It's a decent pit stop, hopefully. Yep, I think she's done okay. As she comes out, we're going to set this back down to neutral. But now, basically, we go to the end of the Grand Prix. So, actually, we need to save some fuel here, because we're on minus 0.8 there. So, looks like the fuel saving is quite dramatic, actually, 0.6. So, let's move that all the way back to neutral already. We could maybe afford to only save fuel right at the end of the race. Decent enough. Right, meanwhile, with Redknapp, we're in first place, and we're on marginal tyre wear. And we're going to go to the end now on hard tyres, I think. We're going to go for no fix there, so pit in. I'm going to go for a engine mode higher. His tyres are wearing out, but second place has joined me for this longer strategy. So both of us are going to be a little bit screwed here for the tyre wear. But we come in. Oh, I may have screwed it. I may have not confirmed the pit. What? I thought I confirmed it. Oh, I've absolutely bottled it. I bottled it. I bottled the strategy. I bottled it. I thought I clicked pit. I did not click pit. And now I'm paying the consequence. He's down the order. He's down to 4th place. No. Ah, my luck from the PC versions continued onto the mobile. Right, we're out in 14th place. Right, we've got a lot of places to make up now. We've got a lot of places to make up. Right, Finlay's in 20th place. Stone dead last. But now I'm going to tell her to push on and wear out the tyres a little bit more. The same can be said of Redknapp, who does make his way back up into 10th place. So actually, you know, he's still in it. I think we can make some overtakes. He's up into 9th. Decent. He's making the moves. This is decent. Can he get 8th place by the end of this straight? Yes, he can. Up into 8th. Nice. Could he get 7th by the end of the lap? I don't know. 7th place and 6th place battle away as we go through the final corner onto the next lap, lap 12. Can we finally get into 7th? No, we're getting bogged down. We're back down to 9th. Not good. So Redknapp getting held up in traffic at the moment. Right, Finlay's up into 14th. Redknapp's now up into 5th place, doing very, very well. We need to save some fuel at some point, so I'm going to go low fuel right now. We've got a bit of a gap to the cars behind, so I think now's the time to save fuel. And the same could be said of Finlay, because she's got some clean air ahead of us. So we're going to save fuel for both these cars. So a bit of a fuel-saving phase, basically, of the Grand Prix and stint. But we're going to keep 5th place for now. It looks like you can see there, 6th place, which is Valdez, still very close behind. But as we save the fuel, we're not losing too much time. We have been overtaken now to 6th, but now we've got some fuel to burn. So now we can maybe use some overtake mode and come back at them. Right, I'm using some fuel. We need to go back down to low, though, because that's a little bit iffy there. We're going to go neutral now to the end of the race, so we're going to stick on 0.3, and we're up into, I was going to say we're up into 4th place, but now we've been re-overtaken. Now we're back up into 4th. Can we get the podium on the last lap of the Grand Prix? Come on, get the podium. Last lap, please. Do or die stuff. Use overtake mode at the death. Overtake mode through the final corner. Not going to be. It's going to be 4th place there. Finlay comes home in 15th, 16th place, actually. So, Not too bad, not gonna lie, I really did bottle that race from pole position. We were looking good to maybe get the win, but apparently I misclicked there. It's easy to do on the iPad, so do bear with me, but I misclicked and I didn't make the pit stop at the right time. So we bottled that a little bit, but we still came home in 4th place, which is decent enough. 17 points there for Redknapp. Finlay gets 5 points, so decent enough. Continue on. So in the championship, we're in 5th place at the moment, halfway. I don't think that's too bad, to be honest, because we're a brand new team. Like, these teams are established. We're a brand new team, and we're in 5th place, so that's not that bad. We've simulated the other championships, like it kind of does on the PC game as well, so you can see how F1 goes, and it's basically like a living championship outside your world. So at the moment, Zoe Sharp apparently won that last race, and for F2, Costa won F2, but the race went better than expected, I have to say. Hashtag outdrive... Really? You're rubbish. You qualified in 19th. You can't be just. That's the same as Palmer saying, "Oh, I got from 19th to 11th, guys, in the Austrian Grand Prix. I did amazing." No. Why? You're happy, but I'm not happy with you. No. Bad driver. Bad. Okay, we got 1 point of improvement for Redknapp there. So we got a bit of a, as you can see, that's how the improvement system works. So what will that actually mean? So balance sheet, we can see how our money's being spent. So we can see the sponsor bonus came in pretty damn well. But I'm curious to see how now that driver point affected the driver. So we've got points available. Okay. We can spend points on the driver. Right, here we go. If you click on the driver name and you go into their specifics, we can now choose points available. And this is sweet. I can actually choose where I want this. So it's literally like training the driver. So I can choose where I want them to go, and you can see reach potential for consistency, cornering, and smoothness. So I can't improve those categories anymore. And you can see for braking, if I add 1, that'll basically be the max I can get. Overtaking 8 out of 10. You know what? I think I'll go with overtaking 9 out of 10. That's cool. Right, confirm. Sweet. So we did a little bonus there, and we've added 1 more trait onto his overtaking mode. Decent enough. Right, so we did have some parts available. It gave me a little indicator for what was, if we go back, can I go to the car, marketplace, there was some little notifications about new parts. Performance would be, right, I reckon we should just get a new part, to be honest. Brakes would be plus 25, and plus 15 on reliability. Well, reliability wasn't much of an issue for us, was it? Or we could build a part. I mean, if we build a new rear wing, it's going to cost less than buying a rear wing. It may be worse, but I reckon we should just try and build one. So, shoes department, plus 7 reliability, plus 7 performance, sorry, and plus 10 reliability, plus 7, I think. Okay, so we got different state. This is very cool. Right, so we got performance. Okay, you know what? Let's mix and match. Let's go for that. Let's go for that. And then let's go for that. Right, 52 performance. That's going to be 16 plus on what we've got. And plus 10 reliability. And that's going to cost us 6.5 million. And it's going to cost us 650,000 compared to what was 2.2 million for the aftermarket. So it makes sense. If you want to go, pretty damn fast and just buy parts, it's going to cost you more. If you want to build them, it'll cost you less. But obviously, you're building parts, so it's going to take 1 race. So I'm going to build that part. Finances, that's fine. Confirm. Build that part. Continue on here. Thank you very much. Right, go back. Have we got any more notifications? I think there was one for the sponsor. Yeah, we got 1 more sponsor here available for the empty one. Shangju, 7 races. There's no upfront payment. There's just a bonus payment. I'm going to hold off on there and see how we do in the next races to potentially see. Engineers, what is this? We've got 2 new engineers, basically. Well, how much is that going to cost us? We would go for a 14. This guy, 14. Roger Seddon, 14 performance impact. We've got 1 engineer, I think, at the moment. That's 9%. 9 impact. So we get 14. That's obviously a sizable step up. But how much more is it going to cost us? So Roger cost us 120k. How much do we pay this person? 80,000. That's not too much of a step up, to be honest. I'm kind of open to do that. So let's go for that. Let's approach Roger. So is it going to be the same negotiation tactics as Roger? Don't think so. Right, so who are we going to replace? We're going to replace Tina Adams. Replace cost per race? Yeah, replace. Okay, so there's no negotiation with the engineers. It's basically like swapping them out because they're already interested. Who even is Roger Seddon anyway? You don't need to hear of him. He's a much better engineer. Okay, thank you very much. Right, so we've moved on. My front wing apparently is done. So that's in the Motorsport magazine. And our sponsorship deal with aarava has ended with Luxina. Got to turn charm to try to seduce a few CEOs so we can get some new sponsors. Right, part built. What? 12 worse than expected. 1 worse than expected. So that front wing's turned out to be an absolute crap one. Wow. Okay, I've been kicked in the nuts there. We've made it, and it's, well, it's actually, technically, it's still better than what we've got. But it turned out a lot worse than I wanted. But we're going to give that to Donna Finlay. I like that. I like that kind of animation. It's like adding on, like, if you know FIFA Ultimate Team, it's like adding on Ultimate Team cards onto the stack. So sign part, there we go. Sponsors, right, we got 3 new sponsors now for our main sponsor. Rustjet, Big Doe, or Deutsche. 4 races, big upfront payment. That's going to be kind of nice, I think. I think Big Doe may be the way. Although, right, we'll get more money in the long run if we go with Deutsche. And it's also just a lot better quality of sponsor there. So we'll sign them on. We'll take the $500,000 signing on bonus. And then for the other slot, we've got 1 more added on. Wonderluck. Much better sponsor here. Obviously, these guys are the ones that ask for a lot. So they ask for 2nd or above. So it's quite a tough task. But I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I think I'm going to wait for a 3rd sponsor to maybe come into the fray. Right, time for the Black Sea Grand Prix. The only sponsor we can choose is the Deutsche, so that's fine. We'll lose 50k there, apparently, unfortunately, but that will probably be because of our front wing payment, obviously, that we spent for that last race. So let's see if we can do a lot better in this 2nd race here, and then we'll call it an episode, I think. Hopefully, I don't bottle it off pole position, even if we do. That is if we get pole position again, but I really don't want to bottle it this time. Note to self, it's on an iPad. Make sure I double click and double check that I've clicked it for a pit stop. Right, qualifying time. So for Russia, I would say we need, again, straight line speed really. So move on to the setup. Straight line speed. I'm going for neutral gear ratio, send out. For Finlay, we'll go with the soft tyre, we'll go for straight line speed, and I'm going to try acceleration this time, send out. Speed this up and see how that goes, and here's hoping, fingers crossed, our setup works out. Obviously, the thing with this right now with Tier 3 is it's all very closed off and you can't do too much. I would imagine if you get up into Tier 2 or Tier 1, things will basically be unlocked, and basically you can do a lot more fiddling with the setup, whereas here, obviously in F3, that's the whole point of, you know, the Tier 3 system, basically, is it's meant to be, you know, all kind of quite quick. Everything's kind of very limited in terms of what you're doing. And it looks like right now we're in 16th place. That setup really has not worked. Right, I've changed it to neutral for Redknapp. We're going to go again. We're going to go for neutral and straights there that time with Finlay. Let's try that out. I think at the moment, being caught out a little bit with what this setup is. Hopefully this may be a better lap for us, but at the moment we are 1 whole second down on the fastest time there with Redknapp. Let's see as we go through the sectors. There's been some green times as we go across the line. It's going to be 6th place. Much better lap time there from Redknapp. Finlay is still in 19th place, but that's much better. And we could probably just about get out for another run there. So let's send him out again. And this time, let's go for... what should we go for the top speed? Let's go for top speed gear ratio. Let's see how that works out for him. Right, Redknapp has improved on his 2 sectors. He goes up, back up into 6th. He was down to 8th, so it looks like 6th place around is where we'll be getting. Finlay has improved, actually, to be fair to her. She's up into 17th place, so decent enough. As the session ends, I don't think we're going to have enough time to go out, so we're going to have to settle for 6th place. So it's not pole position, but... you know, at least this time, if I do come 4th, it'll be an improvement from where we started rather than going backwards and pole. Right, we succeeded our sponsor bonus anyway with 6th or above, so we do get that money for us. We're 0.7 off pole position, so I don't know if that's going to mean a lot for how our race pace is going to go, but we'll see, we'll see. I'm not too sure how the tyre is going to be as well here at Russia. Obviously, on the PC game, it was... not the best circuit again for me. There's a lot of not good circuits for me. Right, number of corners 9, medium, full throttle. What's the setup going to be? Soft tyres for both of them. I guess we'll just go softs at the beginning and see how it goes, really. Got 21 laps, so a bit of a longer Grand Prix. So we go to 5 red lights for the Russian Grand Prix. We go into a bit of an unknown here of what the strategy is going to be, but let's see. Let's go straight away on attack mode, please. Straight away on attack mode. And let's try and make some overtakes at the beginning of this Grand Prix. It doesn't work out, actually. Redknapp has balled it. He's down to 11th, 13th. He's below Finlay. How could you let this happen, man? You're meant to be our shining glory. You're down below the crap person. Okay, he's come back in. He's come back in. He's up into 7th. Finlay, though, performing pretty damn well, actually. She's up into 12th, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Right, Redknapp's up into 7th place. His tyres are going off a little bit. We're going to pit a little bit early here with Redknapp. With Finlay, I should say. Right, we've gone 4 laps, so we've got 17 laps remaining. I think I would say 2 sets of mediums, I think, are looking the way to go, potentially, I think. It's going to be all sunny, so for the rest of the race, it looks like. So let's go for that. Medium tyre. Pit stop, pit. Right, pit in this lap. There we go. So she's in the pit stops. Redknapp at the moment up into 5th place. We're going to pit in with him now for a set of medium tyres. Pit in this lap. We're going to make him push into the pits. There we go. And we're going to make him save some fuel while he's in the pit lane. Low fuel there, so he's in the pits, saving some fuel, comes down the pit lane, go back to neutral, attack on the exit. He's going to come out in 14th place, so not too bad. Right, so at the moment, Redknapp is in 7th place. He's been called by 8th. I'm making him push on the tyres, but save the fuel, and we've saved quite a bit there, so that will come in handy later on into the race. I want to go neutral now, just so I don't wear the tyres out too much with him, because he's in a really good 4th place. Meanwhile, with Finlay, let's go conserve now. Let's go engine mode overtake. Let's use some fuel a little bit there, because at the moment we were on 0. So we're conserving some fuel. Conserving some tyres. We're burning some fuel. We'll go to neutral now on that. She conserving. Let's go back to neutral now in the driving style. We'll probably go for 2 more laps, I would say, with her. Right, we're going to pit in now. We've got 20. Oh, it's going to rain. Oh, that's a difference. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. Do we risk it? Let's risk it. Intermediates. Yes. Screw it. Let's risk it for everything. Risk it for a chocolate biscuit here. Wrong tyres. I came in for inters, guys. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. There's some track water. Inters, go. Right, so Finlay's out on the intermediate tyres. We're on low fuel. Let's go to neutral. Neutral there for her. She's on really low fuel, actually. We need to save fuel. Otherwise, we're not going to make it to the end. Whereas with Redknapp, we're going to come out in 9th place. So actually, look at that. The early pit stop for Finlay onto the inters worked out an absolute treat for her. So she's all good. But we do have a bit more fuel to actually burn, though, with Redknapp, as you can see. So up into 7th. And 11th with her. She's still saving fuel, so that's going to hinder her quite a bit. She's down to 13th place, so everyone else maybe with a bit more fuel than us. Now we're on neutral, so we're going neutral to the end then. Right, so we're on lap 17. Redknapp is in 7th place. I'm trying to make him chase down the guys ahead, but we need to save some fuel here. And the tyres obviously aren't going to go the full distance if we keep on pushing like this. And the same can be said of Finlay. I'm not too sure if people are going to make another pit stop. I doubt it. Right, I can see 5th and 4th. 5th is into the pits. I think 4th in the pits as well. So we're going to make a late pit stop here for another set of, full wet tyres actually. Looks like full wet tyres. Yeah, full wet. Pit in this lap. We're going to pit in for you as well. Wet tyres. Yeah, continue on. Yep, okay, into the pits. That's sweet. Right, so we should be able to get fine just through this race now with this pit stop. Oh no, Redknapp's had to continue on though. Oh no, that's a disaster. Redknapp's had to continue on. Finlay's come out in on the wet tyres, but Redknapp was too far along the track to be in for a chance for the pit stop. So now he's in 9th. He's going to have to come in only now to the pit lane now. So he comes out in 10th place. That is not worked out for him. And now what? Oh no, we've got issues with the car. Engine mode's locked. I can't use the neutron. What? Oh no. Oh, it's because we ran out of fuel. It's because we're out of fuel. God damn it. So the race will end. We come in 6th and 9th. Somehow, the absolute Jolyon Palmer of our team came in 7th place. Well, that was a bit more of a topsy-turvy Grand Prix. So, this video's gone from, at the start, I thought, okay, this seems pretty easy. Actually, I could be on for a win. And now I'm getting my ass kicked. We're in 7th and 9th. That was a difficult Grand Prix. Yet again, a little bit of butterfingers on the controls, basically. And I basically didn't get Redknapp. He passed the pit lane, basically, and he was too late to come in for the full wets. To say that, though, we have climbed up in the championship. We're actually 4th now, so not too bad, not too bad. Right, so after that race, I don't think we've got any... Well, we got 1 point gained. We've got... We've got a driver trait removed from Finlay. She's no longer happy, apparently, I think. In terms of the balance books, we've lost 50k there. We didn't gain the 50k that we're going to... Oh, well, we lost it anyway because we're going to lose it either way. But the builder, we're done with the HQ. Okay, we've got the new sponsor. sponsor HQ. Now we've got a load of sponsors coming in there, so we're going to wait a little bit longer because we can actually wait and hold out for the whole 3. But now we've got some more developments we can do. So now you can see the tree has been unlocked. So now we can go for financial, supply and networking, which will get +1 available in the marketplace, or unlock the 6th sponsor slot. So decent stuff there. And then we've got points available for the drivers, so let's do that once again. Redknapp is going to have more points available, so let's go for overtaking again. So max out his overtaking, 10 out of 10 there for him. Decent job, decent job. We've got more shopping parts available now for our front wing. Look at that front wing there. That front wing's got 3 different bonuses there. What on earth is that? I can't see what the bonus. Oh, the car bonuses could be. Okay, I get it. I get it now. It could be one of the 3 bonuses there. Could be one of these bonuses that you can see on this tree on the breakdown there for aero, mechanical, and drivability. Fair enough, fair enough. So, I think that's going to be it. We've got the sponsors, but as I said, I'm going to wait, basically, and see what we can get later on. So that's going to be the end of this video then, guys. If you have enjoyed it, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. But that has been Motorsport Manager Mobile number 2. So the second mobile, once again, it comes out on the 13th of July for, I believe it is $3.99 on the Apple Store. It comes to Android in August, but that has been Motorsport Manager Mobile number 2. If you do want to see more of this game from the channel, guys, then do let me know in the comments below, and I will gladly do that for you guys. But yeah, if you did enjoy, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly motorsport content. I've been aarava. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.